Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to know what every successful internet marketer knows that you don't? Have you ever wondered why others succeed online, but why it hasn't happened to you yet? Well, the truth is simple. Frankly, you're missing one simple key. If only you had that key, but the catch is, you don't know what that key is. It's the thing that all successful marketers have that you don't. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is that you're actually missing, and then I'm going to teach you how to get it. And here's the answer. It's a list. Oh well, no big surprise there then, I'm sure. In fact, you're probably just a little bit disappointed with that answer. Well, here's the real surprise. I would like to show you some brand new ways to build your very own list. Fast, easily, and cheaply. So just in case you're wondering why you need your own list, it's simple. Every time you send an email to your list, you make money. That's why the list should always, and I mean always, come first. I've been teaching people that principle since 1997. But so many people just don't listen. It doesn't sink in. For years, so many people have been doing it wrong, and sadly, they keep doing it wrong. You see, countless programs have pointed you to products being the ultimate solution to making money online. Products on ClickBank, or products with resale rights, or ready-made websites with products already built in, and of course, affiliate products. And naturally, there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, there's a place for all this stuff. And it's a perfect solution if you don't have your own products and if you already have your own list. If you don't already have your own list, you're wasting your time. A lot of these products are designed to convert into sales really, really well, and many are very professionally produced. But where are you going to sell these products if you have them? That's the question. Just think about it for a moment. Where exactly are you going to sell these products? And that is the bottom line. You need a list. I'm sure you understand this. The money's in the list. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that. This is the real secret to making money on the internet, because when you have your own list, people will fall over themselves to get you to sell their products. Products will never be a problem or an issue. You can choose whatever product you want to sell when you have a list. There are so many products you could choose from that you could offer a different product every single day of the week, and if you had a list, you would sell those products. Every successful internet business has one thing in common. Every single person making money online has just one thing in common. Every single successful product launch has just one thing in common. Can you think what that could possibly be? They all have a list. It doesn't have to be a big list. Some of my best performing lists are very small ones. But you do need your own list. And I'd like to show you and teach you and share with you exactly how I've been building my lists in a new way over the past 6 to 12 months. With brand new, simple, cost-effective methods, some of which are even totally free. Without using Google, without using Bing or Yahoo, without using social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, etc., etc., without using any SEO. In fact, without using any of the usual list building techniques that everybody else is talking about. Because there are much easier ways to build a list. There are far more effective ways of building a list. In fact, building your list, if you follow what I'm telling you, can become the easy bit. Now, let's just be clear for a moment. When you build your list using my private sources, resources, and techniques, you don't need a product. You don't need a website, and you certainly don't need a payment facility. And I'll tell you right now that you have never seen or heard of any of these techniques or resources I'm going to share with you before. But to make sure you get this absolutely right, I'll also be showing you how to use that list, how to make as much money as absolutely possible from that list, and how to identify and to find the best products for your own brand new list. Let me give you an example of the power of having your own list. As an average, every time I email my list, it's worth around £2 for every email that I send out. It doesn't matter what I'm promoting, and it doesn't matter what niche I'm in or what niche I'm promoting in. It always averages out. So when my new list has 100 people, I'll make around £200 every time I email that list. When my list approaches 1,000 people, on average I'll make in the region of £2,000 for every email I send. When it's at 10,000 people, I'll expect to make £20,000 every time I send emails to that list. The formula always works out the same. Regardless of whether it's 100, the list is 100 people, or 200 people, 500 people, or 1,000 or 10,000 or even 100,000 people on the list. The formula always works out the same. So you're probably thinking, well, that sounds great, but how the hell do I build my own list? Well, I'm sure it will surprise you to know that there are literally dozens of brand new, cheap, cost-effective ways to build a really good quality targeted list. And I'd like to introduce you to some of the most effective, cheapest, and fastest ways to build a targeted list on the planet. Many of these methods I've only been using for the last 6 to 12 months or less, so they're brand new. I'll give you all my very own private resources and contacts, including the personal names and details of my secret list building sources, including their websites, their private links, and even their email addresses. So, let me ask you another question. If you had your own list, would you be happy to send out 1 or 2 emails a week and make £2 for each person on your list every time you send an email? Would that make a change to your lifestyle? Would it take the pressure off a bit? Would that be worth the effort? The real step to making money online is having a good quality, self-perpetuating list. And the list building techniques that I'm going to teach you are so quick, are so simple, that you could literally start building a brand new list in 24 hours. As long as you just copy what I tell you to do, you will begin to see a change. As your list begins to grow, so will your bank account. Each month, it will grow. Here's a typical example of what customers have said about these private resources that I'm going to give and share with you. Many of these people, I ought to tell you, have been trying to build a list for years, and they've finally succeeded using these techniques and these contacts. 95% opt-ins and 3 sales of £150 each, not bad at all. 42% conversions, above and beyond what I expected. My best results ever. I got a massive 67% conversion rate, conversions of over 60%. I'm getting an opt-in rate of 43%, opt-in rate of 46%. And these are just a handful of comments from just a few customers using these private resources. When you start your training with me, you will find hundreds more comments like this. There are literally hundreds. Imagine how quickly you can build your list. Of course, when you've got your list, you're going to want to know exactly what to sell, and I'll show you step by step exactly how to find and identify the right kind of products that will sell and convert well to your list. And if you already have a product to sell, I'll be showing you dozens of bite-sized, simple changes that you can make to your existing website to multiply your conversions and your sales from between 100 to 1000%. Simple things like the correct fonts to use, how changing a simple color on your website can treble your business, how placing an arrow on your website can increase your sales by 10% or reduce your sales by 50%. The one thing that is totally wrong with your website that is absolutely killing your sales and that you need to change right now. How changing your order button can increase your sales by 300% or more. These are just simple things that can make all the difference, and they're so easy to apply to your existing website if you already have one. So, just to recap for a moment, not only are you going to learn how to build your very own list, but you will learn multiple new ways to build a list starting in 24 hours. A list of targeted, quality people. But I'll also show you how and where to find and how to identify the very best products to sell to your list. What to look for to maximize your success. Simple changes that you can make to your existing website that can increase your sales by 100 to 1000%. In fact, my brand new private sessions will teach you everything that you need to know to finally succeed online. Each session will be short and to the point, and easy to understand, I promise you. Right now you're probably thinking, well, this sounds really great, but how much is it going to cost me? Because this sounds as if it's going to be really expensive. I understand that, I totally get it. At the moment, I'm only offering this to one of my lists as a special pre-launch offer. The main launch will not be for a couple of months, and then I'm afraid to say it'll be £497, and it'll still be top value at that price. But right now, to those of you on my pre-launch list, I'm going to offer it to you for a fixed, all-inclusive price of just 3 monthly payments of £47. I'm trying to make this available to as many of you as possible, to make it easy to achieve as possible. You will have instant access to everything the moment you sign up. You won't have to wait for anything. So you get to try out the whole system for just £47 for 30 days. And here's my guarantee. If you are not successfully building your list in 30 days, just drop me a personal email and I'll refund you on the spot and cancel any future payments. Just try it out and follow my simple instructions, and you should start seeing some really great results in 24 hours or less. That fast. But if for some reason you're just unhappy with this in any way, just let me know. But I'll tell you this now, if you're anything like most of the people trying this, you will start to see your list steadily growing along with your bank account. Now, I have to tell you, this offer is not going to be open for very long. My last offer, I don't know if you remember it, it closed in under 1 week. So if this interests you and you really want to give it a try, I recommend that you sign up now and that you don't let this opportunity pass you by. Because by the end of the week, this could be totally sold out and the offer closed and never available at this price again. So click on the sign up button below and secure your position right now while it's available. Now, during this presentation, I've asked you a few questions, and here's my final question for you for today. What do you think will happen if you don't sign up today? Well, I'd like to answer that for you if you don't mind. Nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing will happen. your life is going to stay exactly the same. You're going to continue to wonder if you could have succeeded online and if this was going to be the vehicle to help you do that. You're going to continue to see other people's success stories, many of which will have learnt the secrets I'm discussing about today. You're going to continue to make less than you're actually worth and less than you actually deserve. So please, sign up now while the offer is still open. It's an absolute no-risk, fully guaranteed offer. So just click below and take it for a test drive.